Hopefully you guys can see me well, and hopefully if you guys see my dogs in the background, please don't mind them. I'm kind of, I don't know, I feel kind of nervous filming this video. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So if you are new, my name is Liz, or if you already know me, hi. I wanted to do this get to know me video. So I have some questions down that I think people would want to know about me or don't know about me, but hopefully you guys can kind of get to know me a little bit better. So let's get started. So I guess that pretty much I want to like do a little introduction of who I am and all that stuff. So my name is Liz. My name is actually Lisbeth, but I have always like grown up being called Liz, and it kind of just stuck with me. I mean, I feel like now people who call me Lisbeth, I'm just like, ooh, I'm in trouble. No, I'm just kidding. But my mom's the one that really calls me Lisbeth, and like other family members. But other than that, my name is Liz. I do live in Phoenix, Arizona. I haven't lived in Arizona my whole life. Actually, me and my family migrated here to Arizona from Mexico. Even before my mom had me, she would visit here and go back to Mexico, but my dad never really wanted to live here, which is totally understandable. I can't even imagine like picking up all of your things and just like living a life in a completely like different country. But I mean, I did it. But yeah, so we actually started living here like officially when I was 8 years old, and I have lived here pretty much my whole life since then. I am 26 years old, even though sometimes I get told that I look younger, which I'm like, thank you, but I am a winter baby. My birthday is actually in December 13, and I'm a Sagittarius. It's funny because I was actually supposed to be born December 12th, but I was like, nah, like you don't tell my Sagittarius self when I'm gonna be born. I'm just kidding. But so I was supposed to be born the 12th, but I wanted to be born the 13th. But I think I love that I was born that day because I love the number 3. I just love odd numbers. When I was in school, I read this quote that has always stuck with me, and I love it. It's by Dr. Seuss, and it says, you gotta be odd to be number 1. You hear my dogs barking? Did I hear somebody else? Sally, stop. Anyways, I hope you guys got to know me a little bit better with that. I'm gonna be now reading out some questions that I have down here. So the first question, it says, where were you born? So actually, I was born in La Ciudad de Mexico, to be exact. I was born in because my parents were actually there at the time. They were actually visiting my grandparents from my dad's side. So literally my mom had me, and then she went back to where we're from, which is San Miguel de Allende, Guanajuato. That's where we're from, and that's pretty much where I was raised. Like I said, my mom, when after she had me, she did come to the United States, and I don't remember because I was still very young, but then she would take me back and forth. But my dad at the time, he didn't want to like fully commit staying here in the United States, so then my mom just decided to go back, and we just ended up living over there. So after my mom decided to come back here to the United States, I have lived here in Arizona, and yeah, that's pretty much where I'm from. I'm from Mexico, but like I always love to tell people like ni de aquí ni de allá, because I feel like I'm from here but not really from there. But anyways, and it says, how old are you? So I am 26. I think I mentioned that in the beginning of the video. And when is your birthday? My birthday is December 13, and I love that it's like literally the first week of December and not any time closer to Christmas, because then I feel like people who have their birthdays closer to Christmas or like after Christmas, like closer to New Year, they kind of get forgotten. But I loved having my birthday in December because I literally would get so many presents. I always tell people that and they laugh, but it's true. Like I literally would get like birthday presents, Christmas presents, and then yeah, it was awesome. So what is your favorite color? So my favorite color, I love at the moment, I love a good pink. I love green. That's like, I think you guys can see my nails. I've been loving green. I also love black and gold. Yeah, I feel like my colors kind of change depending on like my life, where I'm at, I guess. I don't know. And then it says, what is your favorite food? So I absolutely love Mexican food, because I feel like with Mexican food, there's so many things that you could like make. I know a lot of people think like Mexican food, tacos, but no, there's like more to that. I personally love pambazos. So yeah, I love pambazos. They're so good. If you've never tried it, like, you need to try it. I just love that it's like a bolillo, it's crispy, then you have like your choice of meat, you have the cheese, you have the lettuce, you have the salsa. Even just thinking about it makes me so hungry. But that's probably like my favorite Mexican food. I also really love like, I just started getting into like I like seafood, but see, I like more of like shrimp. I don't really like fish because I hate that fishy taste. But I love like ceviche, aguachiles, what is it called? Cóctel de camarón, all that stuff. Like, I love with a lot of limon and a lot of salsa. Chef's kiss. What did you want to do when you grew up? So growing up, I actually wanted to be somewhere in the beauty service, or like, I wanted to be working somewhere in the beauty industry. I just didn't know exactly what. I always knew that I wanted to be working in that field, because I feel like I grew up being very like girly girl. Like, I would see my grandma, my tias, my mom like applying makeup, doing their nails done, doing their hair. So I just absolutely love that. And then I feel like as I started getting older and my mom allowed me to do like makeup, I love applying makeup. I love doing my hair, even though I didn't know probably like how to apply makeup, like over here not color matching myself right, and probably like over there like not doing my curls I wanted them to be. I always loved that. And surprisingly, actually, at the time, so when I graduated high school was like back in 2014, which doesn't seem that long ago, but girl, I actually wanted to be an esthetician. I wanted to get into that field because I feel like at the time I was very into skincare, but I felt like at the time I was like, I don't know how many people I would be able to get to book with me to like get, you know, like beauty, like facial, like beauty services and stuff, like facials and all that. And surprisingly, social media wasn't that big then. Like, I feel like social media now has opened up so many doors for us, people like for us who like own a business or are in like the beauty business, or are in the like the beauty industry, because it has allowed to promote our work. I think like back then it was very like, oh, my hair, like I know a girl that does hair, like go to her, or like it was kind of like word of mouth recommendation. And I feel like now people are able to find their like their hairstylist, their esthetician, like from the comfort of their home, like just by scrolling through Instagram, through TikTok, through Facebook. So yeah, so like I said, crazy enough, I actually wanted to go into like being an esthetician. I was even thinking about like a dermatologist, but I was like, I don't know, like I was going back and forth. And I did start looking into schools in the beginning of 2019, surprisingly. I started looking into schools, and I actually didn't enroll into cosmetology school till the end of 2019. So I did took like a good break to make sure that that's what I wanted to do. Like, what did I like, I guess, to really plan out what I wanted to do. I actually decided to go into cosmetology school because at least here in the state of Arizona, if you do get your license in cosmetology, you are able to not only do hair, but you could do makeup, you can do nails, you can do waxing, you can do some face services. But I thought that was so cool because I was like, okay, well, if I get tired of doing this, I can also do that. And I have absolutely loved it. I have no regrets getting my cosmetology license and going to cosmetology school. I would also love to make a video more detail in that, because I know that I get a lot of girls more on my beauty page like asking me for advice. So I think if you are wanting to go into the beauty industry, you definitely should. I think that you should go if you genuinely love it, because it's, as much as like I feel like it's very glamorized on social media about being like a hairstylist, an esthetician, a, you know, barber, whatever, it takes a lot of work. You have to be with you're like talking to clients like 24/7. You are like on your feet all day. You are long days away, or long hours away from home, so it's a lot. But I'll definitely make more a video into that. Do you have any brothers or sisters? How many? So yes, I do have I'm like making sure it's recording. Yeah, I have only one brother. It's just me and my brother. We are 5 years apart, but we're super close. I've like growing up, I loved that I was the only girl, but now as like I'm older, I'm like, damn, I wish I had like a sister or something. Have any pets? So yes, I do have 2 pets. I have 2 dogs. One is a Maltese mix, and she is 10 plus years, so she is like a senior dog. I got her, I want to say, my freshman year of high school, and she's been with me since then. And then I also have another little I'm gonna call them puppies, but she's not a puppy anymore. She's a, I believe it's pronounced Bikin or Bichin mix. She definitely, to me, gives me very like Yorkie mix vibes because of her little ears. I'll of course I have pictures, but I'll insert them so you guys can kind of see them. But yeah, they've been with me since then. What do you like to do in your free time? So I am very like, as much as I'm like a girly girl, like I love beauty and all that, I actually really love being outdoors. I'm a very outdoorsy person. So here in Arizona, you can actually drive up north and go to like Sedona, Flagstaff, Payson, and it's gonna be much cooler weather and so much fresher, and it's so nice. I love going up north, just spending the day like in the water or hiking or camping. I love doing that, but I also love, recently have been obviously like, I've been loving filming some days in my life, or just kind of like started picking up the camera and like filming that and editing that. It just brings back memories when I first got my first computer and I was like editing pictures and stuff. That's what I've been liking. I also love listening to music, of course, listening to podcasts. I love listening to podcasts about just like lifestyle, pop culture. I also love about like serial killers or like conspiracy theories or just things like that. And I also love YouTube. Like I have not stopped watching YouTube like ever. Like I know people were like, oh, nobody really watches YouTube anymore. I'm like, I do. Like I love YouTube. It's funny because I actually used to have the Netflix subscription, and I don't even watch Netflix. Like if I'm on my phone watching something, it's gonna be on YouTube. But that's what I like to do on my free time. And I also love shopping. I love shopping, but yeah. So next one is, how tall are you? So I am very tiny, guys. I am only 4'8". I mean, excuse me, it's crazy because people ask me, oh, are your parents short? But I feel like my parents are like average size. I think my dad is like 5'7" and my mom's like 5 feet. So to me, that's average. I feel like, yes, it's maybe more on the like the shorter side, but it's like nothing crazy, you know? Okay, so my camera died. Love that for me. Honestly, like what's so annoying, I would say, is that when people try to make short jokes, it's like, you don't think I know that? Like, like it's not funny to me because I'm just like, dude, I've heard that joke all my life. Like, come on, like, I don't know. I feel like, especially now because I'm older, I'm like, dude, you're not 15 anymore. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. That's just my thing. So what is your zodiac sign? So I am a Sagittarius. That's my sun sign. I forgot what my other signs are, because I know it's not just like, you know, I'm not just like a full Sagittarius. I always get confused. But yes. What motivates you? So what motivates me is, honestly, surprisingly, I don't know if this is gonna sound kind of like selfish, but I feel like what motivates me is how my past, if that makes sense. So for example, if you guys don't know, like I mentioned to you guys, or I don't know if I said it in the video, but my mom did migrate with me and my brother here to the United States. So growing up, I always felt like, because obviously I was undocumented, I felt like I wouldn't be successful in this country. I felt like growing up, it would scare me, because I'm like, what am I gonna make out of myself? Like, what kind of job am I gonna have because I was undocumented? Who am I gonna become? You know what I mean? So that would scare me growing up a lot. I always felt like I needed to work 10 times harder than my other like classmates, because obviously I knew college was gonna be expensive, or whatever route I decided to go was gonna be expensive, and I knew that I would have not have the same like doors as other people who are here, who were from here, would have. So President Obama introduced DACA. I felt like, oh my god, like that's amazing, but I still felt like I needed to work harder to get to where I needed to get. And I actually went to college, guys. I don't know if I told you guys, but I did go to college, because growing up I always, like, that's what was taught to me, like, you need to go to college, you need to go to college to get a good job. They would always say, like, tienes que ir al colegio para que no agarres un trabajo como en la construcción o como nosotros en los fields. And it's crazy because, oh, my dog. It's crazy because, so I always like felt like I didn't have any other option but to go to college. So I did go to college for a while, and I think honestly, like, maybe in the future I could still finish my degree, but I wanted to become a guidance counselor for high school students. But I felt like even like my status made it hard. For that same year when I was like going to college and stuff, the Maricopa colleges, the state of Arizona, did decide to stop offering in-state tuition to DACA recipients, and that was like such a stab in the heart, because now instead of paying $1,000 for 4 classes, which is not that bad, now for like 2 classes or 1 class you would be paying $1,000. So that really sucked, and I just felt like, you know what, like, this happened to me for a reason, and I can't let this be a setback. I have to, okay, what's plan B? Like, you always wanted to go to cosmetology school, and even before, like, even though I was still in college, like, I would still be doing like things that would be in the beauty industry. Like, I would do people's makeup, I would do their, like, I would do, literally guys, do my own hair. Sometimes I would do like my mom's, well, I would do my mom's hair, and sometimes I would do like my friend's hair, and I was like, yeah, fuck it, like, I could do it. So I always had that passion in me that I wanted to be into, like, you know, the cosmetology field. So where was I going with this? Oh, okay. So all of that, like, honestly, my past, like, motivated me to, like, you cannot let this stop you. You have to keep going. Like, and that's something that I admire about myself, that I like about myself, that even though, like, I'm in like a situation where I think it's not gonna get any better, like, giving up is not an option for me, because I just know I would be disappointing myself. Like, I know that's not you, like, that's not you, Liz. So that would that motivates me. Especially what motivates me even more is knowing that I am a DACA recipient. I was able to go to cosmetology school, graduate, get a license, and, you know, now becoming my own pretty much like becoming a business owner, because I now am a independent hairstylist. I work with my own schedule, my own hours. I set my own price. What kind of music do you like? I love all types of music. I will say I'm not really into like heavy metal, but I love everything pretty much. Obviously, like, I've been into Bad Bunny a lot and his new album. Of course, it's so bomb. I also been into Doja Cat a lot. Karin Leon. Who else? Drake. Eslabon Armado. Karol G. Anybody pretty much, like, literally with my playlist, like, it's mixed everywhere. But yeah, I would say I also love like so I'm not like I said, I'm not from, like, I wasn't like raised in El DF, but I love cumbia sonideras. Like, I grew up listening to cumbias my whole life, and I actually know how to dance them. I'm so glad my mom taught me. I just love them, and I know it's not everybody's like cup of tea, but girl, like, I'm just like, it's crazy because whenever like I hear people like saying they like them, like, I'm like, I fucks with you, because I feel like I know more people that don't listen to them than they do. How would you describe your fashion sense? Honestly, I feel like I dress with however I'm feeling at the moment. Right now, I'm not gonna lie, I have been more on the like more comfy but cute side. Comfy but make it fashion. Comfy but make it fashionable. So it gets so hot here in Arizona. I don't know if any of you guys live in Arizona or have visited Arizona, but I'm talking like 115 type of weather. So literally, like, you want to be like not wearing anything. But I've been loving biker shorts, or like those shorts that are like more like mon fit. Some like little tank tops like this with like an oversized like button-up shirt, and just like some cute what is your greatest achievement? So far I would say finishing up cosmetology school, getting licensed, and then becoming an independent hairstylist. It's just so crazy because I actually saw a tweet the other day that said you should be thankful for what you have right now, because you were praying for what you have right now. And that is so true. We forget it. I'm guilty. I've been feeling so burned out, and I'm like, oh my god, why did I decide to become like a hairstylist? Why did I choose this career? It's so stressful. But there was, like, looking back, like, little 20-year-old Liz would have loved to like have the career that I have right now, or like be where I'm at right now. Like, I literally couldn't even believe it. But I would say that 3, especially because, again, I am a DACA recipient, and I felt like that was such a like wall in my life where I'm like, how am I gonna get over this? How am I gonna climb this like obstacle in my life? How am I gonna be able to do all of these things, like, despite like my status? And I overcame all of that. And I think like I honestly did it. I don't want to say I did it with like anybody's help, but like, for example, like, I paid for my school. My parents didn't even help me with it. I was literally working like a crazy schedule. So I would be working I would have to be up at 6 in the morning, go to work. I would get off work at 3, and then from work I would literally like eat something really quick, change, get my stuff ready, and go to school. Or I was like working a crazy schedule. Like, I literally would be, and then from work I would go to school, and then so I would have to be at school by 4, and then be off at 8. But sometimes I would be off like at, literally guys, like 10:30, sometimes even 11, because we would do services at night. But a lot of times clients would come in later, so it would take us obviously like a longer time. And I'm talking like lightning services, like they wanted highlights, they wanted like bleach and tone, like, so you know, those services do take a little bit than just like a color retouch. So yeah, I would be doing that from Monday, or well, Mondays I would be doing that like for the whole week. Like Sundays were really like my only day off, because even on Saturdays I would be at school from 8 in the morning till 5, but sometimes I would have to be staying later. Not many times on Saturdays, but sometimes I would stay later than that, and I'm just like, ugh, I was so tired. I don't know how I did it. So the last question is, how do you feel right now? And I actually want to answer this question because I think it's important to ask ourselves, like, how do you feel right now? And I would say that I'm feeling better. I've actually been feeling super burnt out, like I want to say June and July. Hairstyling, like any job obviously, can like burn you out so bad, and sometimes we feel so guilty taking like a day off from work. And I think it's so important to listen to our bodies and our mind if they're feeling tired, if they're feeling burnt out. And that's something that I struggle with so much, because even let's say that there's like a day where I have clients who, you know, cancel their appointment, or, you know, I don't have any clients that day, I feel so guilty just treating myself to not work that day, because I feel like I constantly have to work. And even though I'm not like physically at the salon, I still am home and working, like on prepping for the week, like my clients, prepping what content I'm gonna put on, like on Instagram, bottles up, yeah, that's the word. And I'm just like, it's not good for my health. So yeah, I think I'm getting better. I'm like feeling motivated to do hair. I'm not feeling so burned out. I'm taking breaks if I need them. I'm just being open with my feelings and how I feel. I've been doing things that make me happy, whether it's like reading or listening to a podcast, or like playing like a game, or like watching YouTube. Anything that's gonna make me happy, I'm gonna do it, and I feel bad about it. But yeah, I want to know how you guys are doing. Of course, I hope that you guys are all doing great, and that whatever you're not talking to anybody, or like any issues or anything that you guys have in your mind, that you guys I pray that any issues you guys have, or anything that, you know, is on your mind, gets better, because I know it's not easy to open up to even your boyfriend, even your mom, even your brother, or anything like that. Oof. I just got a notification. Sorry, I just got a notification. But anyways, with all that said, I hope you guys got to know me a little bit better. If you guys have any questions that I didn't answer and that you guys want me to answer, just leave them down in the comment box. I will also make another kind of get to know me, so you guys can continue to get to know me. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I really do hope that you guys got to know me a little bit better. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.